Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. To return it is Corey Grant. A spin, and now running right through it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Gall. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gone. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now Gall, airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turning
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Back to throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now McKinnon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Sliding out of the pocket. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's McKinnon. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 57 yards on the ground. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
I call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 14. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
McKinnon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After the run, Goff going to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Forced out to his left. And Cooks has it over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's gone. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what's happening.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Solomon Thomas getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. This will be taken in at the 1. Twisting away, a second spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here again is McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo. By Throwing time to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a night.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Breida. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Back to throw. Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is...
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gold is able to put it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Drake. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Grant, 49 yards. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 180!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
180! 120! Check. 21.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Garoppolo, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake.
Yeah,
sure.
Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get up here, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
They'll toss it to Breida. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty